Oh, there's a baby bird.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you with my net.
Every time.
All right, Don. How long do you last when you get head?
I'm in 100% control.
Just whenever. You can just...
I decide. Yep.
Wow, that's a superpower.
I don't even understand the question, really. It's bizarre to me.
You mean like she could just be necking you, like you've never been necked before,
Yeah.
and you're just like,
It's gravy.
gravy, huh?
It's a gravy.
What a choice of words.
Or it's not gravy, I decide.
This is not Bisto, baby.
No,
What you don't,
ma'am.
What you don't realize is that I either say that I enjoy this or I don't. It has no merit to your job at all.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good maybe she's just bad. That's a good point.
So then you're saying that he has to lie and be like, this is awesome?
I'm just saying, like, if you can not bust a nut at your will, maybe she's just not doing a good job.
Or maybe I'm just awesome and have 100% control of myself.
Maybe that too.
Maybe I'm awesome. It's a good answer. It's like that definitely makes you think that like you think of yourself while you're getting head or something. Or like when you're fucking, you're just like, I'm doing so
She doesn't
great.
do that because then he's gonna come.
I'm doing great.
I'm doing such a good job.
Yeah, as soon as you do that, you're just like, oh! Becomes like a gravy boat of sorts, spilling out of the sides of her
There's a
mouth.
lot of gravy analogies
That's why gravy.
going on in this podcast right now. I don't know. I think every time that I've ever gotten just like a really amazing blowjob, I try to hold on to that woman as long as I can, but it never lasts.
You think there's a correlation between willingness to give amazing blowjobs and unstable mental state?
Yeah. The sloppy Gluck Gluck 5000 or whatever the fuck it's called.
What?
You guys aren't. There's a podcast a very popular podcast called Call Her Daddy. That's what it's called. And they talk about the best way to give a blowjob on that.
These
They-
are women
they call it
hosts.
It was like a barstool thing.
What does that mean?
Barstool Sports.
Okay.
This podcast sounds like it just
It's like I'm explaining like culture, like
Yeah.
modern culture to people. It's like, what year is it?
Well, I mean, to be fair, Tom explained Shrek to us, so you can explain what.
I mean, I'd understand what Shrek is, though.
Barstool Sports is like your kind of typical sports-centered channel with like silly bits, but it's on YouTube instead of TV.
Okay.
It's like big on Instagram and shit or whatever, like meme stuff, but it's all centered around like knowledge of like every sporting event, what's going on.
It's got that Caleb guy on it.
It also has,
You know the guy with the blonde hair and the mustache, and he does funny interviews.
yeah.
I showed you a video, I'm sure, where he's like, what is it? He interviews the. I can't remember. He interviews.
Aren't you like a man whore or something?
Yeah,
like that?
it's funny. It's good
Yeah,
shit. I find it funny.
good. Yeah, that guy's really funny. But it also has like a lot of misses too. Like it's like a lot of
Well, yeah,
shitty
like
stuff,
a
too.
podcast of two broads talking about how to give a blowjob.
Well, it's like number.
Just highlights
It used to be like number 1. I think it's like number 3 or 4
Yeah.
in the world.
Just highlight the pathological nature of our culture right now. Why would you listen to that when you could listen to 3 guys talk about blowjobs?
That's what I was saying. Mm-hmm. But the point of it all, though, was that they said that they called it like a sloppy Gluck Gluck 5000 or whatever. It's a
That
catchy
sounds
name.
awesome.
It was a pretty great name.
What was the what did they have to do? What was the tutorial?
I don't know. I don't think
You didn't listen to their instructions on this.
I probably did, and I was just rubbing the outside of my jeans, my Jinko jeans, getting nice and hard.
You were like,
Busted
baby, listen to this podcast. It's really funny.
Yeah, I'm driving to the store with my wife, and I'm just like slowly turning up the volume on the podcast.
Wait, listen to this bit.
She's like, "Why is it so loud?" And she's just like, "So pull down his pants and slick his balls." And I'm like, "This thing's been acting up lately," and I act like I can't turn it down. Every time she touches it, I'm like, "Don't!"
Do you really want your balls to be licked?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Suck on.
Ugh. I had a girl who like did that once, and I just was not into it.
Don't do that.
Get my balls out of your mouth right now.
You put the head of my penis in your mouth and lick it a lot.
Yeah, that's okay.
He grabs her and stops. She's like,
Stop.
The back of her head.
Excuse me.
Please don't.
No.
I don't like that.
I do.
I don't have to do it. I said stop.
I do positive encouragement only. No stops, no no's. I'm just like,
So just silence while she licks your balls.
I'm like, you know, you're really good at the
Green
top
light,
part.
green light.
Red light, green light.
Greener, greener.
Getting warmer, getting warmer. And then I pop inside of
Like,
15 seconds.
They're like, we're not doing anything sexual. We're outside the Red Robin right now.
How'd I get here? What?
Red light,
Green light.
green light. She's like, I'm just gonna call an Uber. Green light. You get back in your car and just drive away.
Yeah, I don't know. Not into it. It's like I feel like they're going to give me fucking testicular torsion.
Oh no, I guess I've never had somebody like suck my balls to the extent where I was like, oh my god, easy. What are you doing? Sucking in four
Clearly
of
haven't
spaghetti.
lived, my friend.
Is that what happened? She just put them in her mouth, like the whole
Call her Hoover, just like
Put one of them in her mouth.
the whole bag.
Just one.
if she put the whole bag in there, she's sucking so hard that the top of your dick, or like the base of your dick, is like bobbing her in the head. How do you have that much fucking air in your lungs to suck for this long? Eyes roll in the back of her head.
She looks like that Hoover from Teletubbies.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That would be probably awesome. That would be awesome.
Just
Whoa!
easy girl. Grab your nut, one nut, and just fucking yank on it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't think it. Well, I guess that's too big for. If she's sucking that hard and you're like, it's ripping.
Put me off forever.
Ow! 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 Stop!
I had a friend who used to say that they liked when a girl would like bite their ball.
Just shows the pathological nature of our culture.
A little chew
Are you gonna
toy.
say that every 5 minutes, or what? What are we
Depends
doing?
how often you bring up things that show the pathological
saying.
nature of our culture. I
All
mean,
right.
balls in your court.
I wish that every time you said it though, you're like more of your hair would like
Gray.
recede back until like you're sitting there and they cut back and you have.
I hope when I'm an old man yelling at clouds, people remember that I was a young man yelling at clouds. And it's not that my age has changed or that my perception has changed. I've always stood this
I
ground.
think the only people that will ever appreciate that are the people that knew you in the time, so then they could be like,
It was always like that.
exactly. Tom, he hasn't changed at all. Your grandchildren are just like, Grandpa, so what a loser. You know, stop yelling at clouds, Grandpa.
I agree, Grandpa. You make
then-
some really good points.
And then your daughter goes up and she's just like, well, he's always been like that.
My granddaughter, the actor from The Green Mile.
6'7" John Coffey.
Well,
Well, he's always been like that.
she's gonna look at a place in Finland,
What is the populace of Finland?
like 6 million or something.
That many?
You thought it was like 50, 60 people.
I could have if you would have asked me honestly, I probably would have honestly said 100,000.
Damn,
Yeah.
that's the more like Iceland ship. They're like 400,000, I think.
Because Finland to me still feels so small.
It is small.
Yeah.
That's like the size of a city,
Yeah, but
like population wise.
yeah. I guess it's just when I think of it, like to me, it was like, oh, it's like a smaller Kansas City.
How many people are in Kansas City?
I think 500,000.
Yeah, no. Has Kansas City ever created the brand known as Nokia?
Nokia?
Nokia.
Oh,
Nokia.
no, I don't know. No, no, sir, no.
Well, there you go.
But I tell you what they do.
It's an impressive portfolio for Finland.
Angry Birds.
Nokia. And you're just like, you remember every phone before flip phones that sucked dick? Nokia.
Angry Birds.
Remember when my mom first got her cell phone? It was this fucking big.
Saunas.
This fucking big.
Yeah, there was a
was
time where
blue.
phones were just shrinking.
It was blue and it had an orange screen. And she's like, look, I can text. And you press like all of the buttons with one thumb. My dad would get all mad. God! That's before he got that Motorola, like, oh, I'm a man's man. Remember those, the walkie-talkie
Right. Yeah.
Motorola phones? They're like indestructible. They would chirp.
That's awful.
Did they invented saunas?
think so.
That's pretty funny.
Maybe. I think so. Yeah.
We make room that's hot.
Yeah. Well, that's why they live so long.
It's cold outside. We make
What's
room.
their, is
Heat
their,
shock proteins, bro.
is their average life expectancy higher?
Think so.
Really?
Think so.
It's a lot of thinking, but I'm asking definitively, do you know?
I don't have a definitive answer.
No, it's better.
It's
145 is the average life expectancy. All because of saunas and Nokia
And Angry Birds.
and Angry Birds.
And they claim to have invented Santa. And they're really proud of this. This is the thing Finnish people are the most proud of in the whole of Earth. J.R.R. Tolkien
Right.
read their stupid fucking like peasant law backstory of Finland and like it informed his decisions on how to make the Elvish language. And that gets turned into we did Lord of the Rings. Which is an argument I have very often with my wife. She's like, Lord of the Rings is Finland. I'm like, no. He was English. It was like written as a legend for England because it got wiped out by Christian shit. There's just no reasoning with them. They're deeply autistic, stunted people, unlike myself.
People. I feel like that's maybe worth a fight. We have Mark Twain, but I don't really hear anybody being like, I guess, passionately defending Mark Twain.
Well, when you have so little to your name as a country, the little things matter a lot.
Right. Well, you have. Well, are you talking about America or are you talking about
Finland.
England? Oh, Finland. Okay, yeah.
Hey, Santa Claus from Lapland.
I feel like I would.
Shut the fuck up,
I wouldn't
Finland.
fight for the Santa Claus thing as much, just because Coke pretty much made what we
Raped
think.
Santa.
Yeah, made what we think Santa is. Mm-hmm. Which is aesthetically pleasing.
There's nothing more American than bastardizing other culture.
That's absolutely true. Not only do we change it, we sometimes change it for the worse immediately, and then we're just like, that's just what it is now. That's what it is.
I knew I could count on you to be an Uncle Tom.
And everybody's like, it is pretty good. You're like, well, thanks.
We
Well, that's what we said. You gonna buy Coke or not? Don't you want sugar water before you go to bed? I have night seizures. Drink this Coke.
It's good.
It's good. It'll rot your teeth.
They have the worst food in the world in Finland, which I guess adds up. You would think that, wouldn't you? You wouldn't be like, Finland, cuisine.
Going to your midsummer party.
All right, okay.
Okay.
Easy now. You're talking about my wife's
Right.
lavacious party.
Well, it was just off. I thought it was based. I thought that
Is
you
that the
would be on
right
the
use
side.
of that word? Sorry. go on.
Vivacious?
I said lavacious. Is that even a real word? Doesn't matter, whatever. You got what I meant.
I feel like I make up words a lot, anyways, and I use them
You-
improperly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
It's one of my favorite things is hearing you say acquit instead of equate. And I'm like, how many law cases are going on?
A lot.
A lot.
My mind is always on the law.
I acquit that with.
But I thought you would be. I thought that you would like this rebuttal because your wife is doing like Finnish cuisines or whatever that you probably wouldn't be.
They make a sandwich for like Christmas dinner
It's pretty good.
in the shape of a tree.
Oh, I can get behind that. That's kind of cool.
It's just like a sandwich though.
My family makes ham, mashed potatoes, and macaroni for every holiday. Doesn't matter what it is. It is the exact same meal.
Macaroni.
Yeah. But it's like oven baked macaroni.
Oh, it's bougie.
To an extent. To an extent. It's very, I don't know if that's, do you have the oven baked macaroni too?
Absolutely not. Don does not come from orc people, goblin
Hey.
dwellers.
Hey, man.
Don's like upper East
That's-
Coast elite.
That's the only thing I want, man. those
Your
days.
hills have eyes, folk.
Yeah.
Hill
everybody-
country.
Exactly. Everybody's just in the bloodline, just incest, fucking nuclear family.
I've met your family. Not far off.
No, not at all. But we do like macaroni and cheese, especially when it's put in the oven and the top of it gets nice and crispy and nice.
Black.
It gets brown.
Just blackened. It's the
That's my favorite.
end. Winter it will end.
Good whiskey too.
What about you, Don?
We have all that stuff, but nice. We have turkey. You guys don't have turkey for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we used to, but
gave up.
nobody wanted to eat it.
No
You only
budget
wanted the
left
ham.
for turkey.
You only wanted the nice honey glazed ham.
Straight from
Where do we get it? Oh, probably definitely like Walmart or something. Yeah. Oh, what are we supposed to do? We don't have a lot of
Dollar
money.
Tree. Dollar Tree.
No,
honey glazed
we don't have
ham.
that. We do have a Dollar General, but they don't sell meat.
Damn.
Go ahead.
I had nothing else to add. We
You only ate turkey?
You haven't been here the whole podcast.
I disagree.
Just the Squid Game music playing in your head for the entire podcast. Just staring off into space.
Is it me or is it racist that they use the PS2 controller or the PlayStation controller symbols for their masks?
There was no X though, so
There wasn't?
no.
Save it for the sequel.
Yeah, of course.
Was there really? I thought there was an X.
No, it's just
Yeah.
circle, square, and triangle.
Maybe it could be the fucking Coachella mask boy.
It just got an X.
Yeah. We'll just say he's the X.
I just finished it and I thought the ending sucked.
I thought the whole thing was it was good. Like it was good. It was well made. Like I really found the stuff where they were just actually in Korea like really interesting. I thought that was really cool. And then cinematography, acting, awesome. I thought that like music choices and stuff was really fun too. I did. It felt very like anime in a lot of ways, which I wasn't into. Like I
The
hate
ending?
that. No, the whole thing. Like I hate that like lead guy's mask. Like that
Yeah.
Art Deco thing. It just feels like a teenager's fantasy of what's cool or
And he was
whatever.
literally Darth Vader. That they did the fucking "I'm your brother" thing. I couldn't believe it.
It was that
From
was
the first
retarded.
episode, I was like, "Oh, so this guy's like Darth Vader," and then like literally they do the Darth Vader thing.
Yeah, it was retarded.
It's crazy.
I thought all the like police shit was stupid.
Yeah, you could have done without that. I don't know, all the stylistic
You
shit, I
gotta,
was
you gotta
like,
fill the episodes.
It was also like a very ham-fisted commentary on capitalism, which was.
I liked how he became a ugly lesbian.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, he dyed his hair and everything.
Did I miss like the meaning behind that? Like, why was he drawn to that haircut?
Because
the
he's-
camera holds on it and he's like, "Oh, that's just perfect."
Yeah,
After
he's
my
completed
ordeal.
his transformation from like money-hungry capitalist pig
Reasonable
dog
looking guy.
Crocker.
to
Right.
Lena Dunham.
The ending too, it was like, what is it? What are you gonna? What would you possibly do? Aren't you like? Wasn't he like borderline retarded, like gambling addict? And they're like, just walk away. And he like, turns around, like I'm like, you're not. What are you gonna do? Don't you have like $500 million to your name? Like, go do something.
Do you like how they brought in all the Westerners at the end to show like?
That's
I was like a whole series without
what was-
us being the bad guys.
What was kind of funny about that
Right.
is whenever I watch those foreign shows, I've always suspected it must often be the case that the shows that we like, oh, it's so good, like that you can't understand. You are forgiving bad acting because you don't know what good acting would be in that language, right? So it was just really funny to me that every one of those English fucking
Really badly acted.
worst writing, the worst acting.
Yeah, you're right.
The entire was the whole show that way, and you just
That's a-
can't
that's a
understand
fair
it?
point.
And they came and smoothed it over with the subtitles, you know, and you can hear them, and you're like, yeah, this is good acting.
Yeah,
you know?
I did think the Westerners were like
like
awful.
just grating as fuck.
I'm a hard man to please.
I'll pick 69.
Oh, you dog!
Where'd you find this guy?
Where did you fight? Yeah,
I'll bet he's gonna go 69. Him. He's gonna 69 him. It's gonna be
I thought,
crazy.
I thought the only thing that they really said, from what I remember, was just them being like, "Well, this game's over." Whenever they were like fighting, I thought that was like the only line they had, but maybe I'm just completely.
no. When they come in, he's like, "I'm a very hard man to please."
The only thing I thought of when I saw it was like all these masks look like those sculptures you find at Urban Outfitters, whatever, right? Where it's like the geometrical like deer
Right.
heads that you put on walls and shit.
Or like a Five Below
Yeah,
Mardi Gras mask. It's very strange.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird because I was telling Tom that I was watching Midnight Mass, and people were like, people keep talking about Squid Games, but no one's talking about Midnight Mass. But the whole time I was watching Midnight Mass, I was like, I remember I enjoyed watching Squid Games much more than this. So I think that like even if it was bad, as the show, it was like fun
until the end, like just the ending.
I thought that all the whole like twist thing, I was like, yeah. It's basically almost as soon as I saw like the old man and he's like smiling and shit, and he's like, I have a brain tumor or whatever. I'm like, he's probably behind this somehow because it reminded me of like Saw.
Oh, well, I haven't seen Saw.
Yeah, I didn't guess he was behind it.
I mean, maybe if I'd seen Saw, I would have.
You haven't seen Saw? That's interesting.
It's just the dead body on the floor, but then it's like, oh, the old guy is behind every. I don't know.
You made a funny point about the North Korean girl, like
Oh,
in
yeah,
relation
yeah.
to obviously the
like,
ham-fisted
It's this
messaging.
ham-fisted anti-capitalism thing, right? It's like, man, if only there was another way. If we weren't being pitted against each other
Russia
for
music
money.
starts playing in the background.
But meanwhile, you literally have someone whose whole thing is I narrowly escaped North Korea, and I'm. And it's like there's that scene where like the edgy girl is talking to her because one of them's about to die, and she's like, "Why'd you come here?" She's like, "I thought it'd be better." And then she's like, "Well, is it?" And then there's like silence, but it's like,
It's not better.
"Fuck you!"
It's not better having stocked store shelves. That's not better.
And her whole thing remains, I'm trying to get my mom out of this. Literally the communist utopia we're all imagining north. I'm trying to get my mom to escape with me to come live here. It's like, yeah.
The main character, I think, fits like the main character trope pretty well. But I still think like the best character was the dude who was just ruthless. Like
He
his
was my
buddy.
favorite.
I thought that. I also just thought his performance and stuff was good too.
Which,
I
what,
thought-
the snake guy?
The guy who looks like Snake from The Simpsons.
Oh,
Because that's
No,
all.
no,
He's,
no.
he's talking about the like straight-laced...
the guy who tricks he like
Oh.
tricks the buddies. He's just fucking ruthless towards the end.
I know. I loved Snake from The Simpsons.
Oh, I like him too. Yeah, yeah. He
that
looks
is
cool.
what like Korean people
yeah,
can conjure up
he
as like a
fucks,
scary guy.
He fucks the like 52-year-old chick. Also, she was like, aren't you like a middle-aged woman? And she was like, no. It was like a weird. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That actually was a point where I was like, maybe this whole thing is not well acted, and the Korean is covering up because she's like, "That's better," you know, and it's just like, yeah, I'm 19.
Oh,
I was just like,
that's right.
Yeah, no, I was pretty hooked to the show as soon as the first game. I
Like
think.
we get way more enjoyment of shitting on things than like talking about how much we love stuff. But
honestly, it
so
was
that
totally
stuff aside,
enjoyable. Yeah, totally enjoyable.
like
until
well
the end.
filmed.
I just wanted to say it because I know there's gonna be people. You guys don't like anything, but you can't.
Oh, well, yeah,
but you
what
can't
do you
take people can be like, you you can like something and still have critiques on it.
I enjoyed it, and I'll probably watch season 2, even if I think the
I won't be watching season 2.
Seems like Netflix is making a bit of a revival, though, eh?
I can just do this and throw a dart, and I'll get the same content from every Netflix show. Except
Yeah.
Love is on the except Love on the Spectrum. That's
It's
classic.
a treasure.
That is a treasure.
But I just mean in terms of because I thought that like after Tiger King, I didn't really hear a single fucking thing that people were enjoying out of like their original shit, right? And now it seems like they got a couple heavy hitters right now.
Season 2, they're making a season 2 of Tiger King somehow.
Really?
Yeah.
They apparently said, well,
Joe Exotic gets his shit stuffed in.
they apparently said they're like it's gonna be crazier than the first.
Hell.
He's the fucking leader of the Aryan Brotherhood.
He's a leader of the Aryan Brotherhood, and we get fucking 10 frame per second security footage of him getting like fucking railed in prison.
No, he's gonna be doing the railing.
No, I'm saying that.
Do you like a big cock or a little cock?
I don't know, big cock, I guess.
Well, then you're not that straight, then, are ya?
It's fucking terrifying.
You're just like, thanks, Joe. I know that in the real core, I know that Carol Baskin like owns that zoo now or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that trending on Twitter.
What happened to
a
the
while
other
ago.
guy?
Who fucking knows? We'll find out.
The guy looks
I
like
guess I'll have to wait.
Monster Energy drink.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
he looks like a rock star energy drink can.
Yeah.
Yeah. So funny. He was just like, yeah, we took our
name's
deal
Jeff,
down to
right?
Vegas, and we took it down to Vegas and got arrested because we took tiger cubs into hotel suites to have people like come up and pet them.
I wanted to get some pussy.
Yeah,
I like
I'm
how.
a swinger.
Do you know he looks like Mike from Breaking Bad? Same chin to head ratio. It's just like a perfect bowling ball up here, and then like
Nah, he
the
doesn't-
tiniest
he
width
doesn't-
of
He
chin.
doesn't have that strong of a face. He
He
has
doesn't
like
have the orc ears either.
he looks like and the bulbous,
You never know
orc
because he's wearing a
nose.
bandana and a hat.
Yeah, it's
Also, his
true,
nose
yeah.
isn't as bulbous.
Right.
You gotta have that bulbous nose.
He looks similar enough. Come
I
on.
always thought it was funny.
I think you're
how
just thinking of just a bald white man.
ingenuine his wife sounds about talking about like fucking their nanny and the threesomes and
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, she's hot.
She's
I
hottie.
want to fuck her.
And he's just like,
To be fair, as much as you can mock the guy, clearly killing it. His wife's cheering him on, banging a babysitter. Gotta give it to him.
Tom's like, guys, right?
Guys, right?
Give it to him, right, guys? Are we giving it to him, guys?
You gotta give it to him, right?
We got to give it to him.
Give it to him.
Well, let's just go back to Joe being the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood. That was a good bit.
That
was
one
fun.
was good.
Hiding shivs in his butt.
You got it. If you want it, you gotta get it.
Apparently that new season's supposed to be out this year. They were saying, right? Or is it next year? Probably next year.
Yeah,
What's
it's
it? What is it about?
It's just empty.
What
promises.
possibly could it be about?
Yeah, the story's over, isn't it?
We can make another Animal Crossing cartoon.
Oh, I can't.
Do you know how?
wait.
Do you know how sad I get going back and looking at cartoons where we made stuff about like topical things that are dead now? It's just something about it feels like particularly insidious and sad.
That was a pretty good cartoon too.
I thought so
That was
too.
funny.
You run the train on Bianca,
When
and it's
he's-
like boop, boop.
Yeah.
I remember.
He's fucking the. I just like when he's fucking the squid behind the.
Oh, he's like
dumpster.
slaps him in the face. He's like, it's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the first one you fucking voiced for us.
That's right.
And now you are in every cartoon.
Yeah.
Are you excited to go boxing?
Yeah.
I'm not really feeling the excitement in that.
No, I mean, it's
Reply.
fine. I've done boxing
Come on,
before,
just
so it's
let out
fine.
the excitement.
Yeah.
Right, done? You excited?
Yeah.
We're all gonna go
Now I'm getting
boxing.
there. Yeah.
Then we'll see the Tyson Fury fight. That was cool.
What's his name? What was is like DeConte?
DeCante.
What is it? What is it?
DeCante Matumba. That's
What,
right.
what's his name? D what? Deontay Wilder. I don't know why. I thought
Decant, like a
I've
decanter of whiskey.
I've never even heard that name before. DeConte. I've heard that name before. My cousin's name is DeConte.
If he was called Decante,
Deontay
though,
Wilder.
you wouldn't necessarily be surprised, would you?
You put me in these situations. That's
You
just
wouldn't
that.
think like that's like a surprising name.
That's also just because in
For a
my
fella.
life I've met somebody named Mo Money.
No.
Literally, Mo Money.
Well, did he
And
change
his
it at Depot?
Literally, and his brother was millions of dollars.
Did they change their names? Like,
I don't know.
Check
or
the
did their
driver's
parents?
I met them whenever I was a dishwasher at this like diner thing,
That checks out.
and the
What?
and
Where else are you going to meet Mo Money and fucking millions of dollars?
they would just come in. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen them since though. That was a long time ago.
Haven't seen you. Didn't keep up with Mo?
I wish.
You and Mo didn't.
I wish.
You don't have Discord calls?
It felt kind of odd because they were like 9 and 10. So no, it'd be kind of weird.
So they definitely didn't change their names. Their,
No,
their
yeah.
parents were like, Mo!
I mean, they might have. They're probably of like an age where they can go and get it changed.
They're
if they want
considered
to.
adults in their culture.
You want to tackle that one or?
No, it's all right. Yeah, the reaction in silence is fine.
Jewish
plant your
people have
flag
bar
and leave
mitzvahs
it
at
in.
13. You consider a man. Maybe Mo and millions. They had passed some sort of, culturalistic ritual test.
Do you think millions is a bad first name?
Millions. Depends if it's followed by of dollars.
How many times though have you ever said somebody by their full name with their middle name? So if his name was like millions of dollars, I don't know, Johnson. And it was Millions Johnson. Is that a bad name?
You didn't get their last name?
No,
All
I
the
mean,
time you knew them?
Oh, that's interesting because you would think that whatever their
That'd be your
surname
very
is.
First question.
Well, you got to think that their surname's got to check out with both. It's got to work with both
And
names,
B,
right?
it's obviously just a couple shitty kids,
Well, you don't know
taking you
that.
for a
Well,
ride.
they're-
Let's
nice
not get
kids.
racist.
And you were like, oh, well, they're those.
They were stealing stuff out of my
they're
car.
those kinds of kids, so they must be telling the truth. There's no way this is.
Yeah, did the parents literally say
question it. You're like, yeah, that fucking tracks.
No,
yeah, we got to prosecute this a bit. Did you meet the parents?
I mean, not.
So
not,
a 9-year-old and a
not the way.
10-year-old came up to you and said, "My name is Mo Money," and the other was like, "I'm millions of dollars," and you were like,
The waitress
Huh.
at the
you
waitress
two
at the
look
place.
like
said,
the kind of child that would actually be called that.
I said,
"You wouldn't have believed it if it was white kids who said it, would you?"
No, I was told. I was told by the waitress. I
That's
said,
called profiling.
I don't believe you. And then the waitress said, "Your name's Mo, right?" And he did yes. So then she said Mo Money. So it could have just been a racist waitress.
Was this Missouri by any chance?
It was. Well, I lived.
You've
in
lived a
Missouri.
lot of places. Could have been any of the
Once I
other
was
number.
a dishwasher. Oh, I guess I didn't say.
Could have been
I was
anywhere.
16. So
Okay, I didn't have that piece of information. Yeah, I feel like you may have got pranked just
maybe,
a bit.
maybe.
I
But
do know someone
if
called
so,
Mo
that-
Money.
If so, that was horrible. And also, every time though, she would say it, though, in front of in front of the parents stuff, and it was like, and they never.
Oh,
said
so there
it.
were parents,
Yeah, you did meet
and
The first, well, I didn't meet them. They were around.
They're not related. You said sorry.
No, they are. I just, it's not like meeting to me is like, hey, I'm Hunter,
Well,
or whatever.
yeah,
Talk to
yeah,
them.
okay.
I've seen them and stuff, right?
still could have been a cute like pet name.
I mean, probably.
What that waitress call you?
It just felt, it felt weird because if it wasn't true exactly, they'd be like, "What the fuck are you saying to my child?" So I always quoted it as being.
There you go.
As being real, I guess, because I always thought that, oh well, if it wasn't real, then what? The parents are just like, it's like she's like gunpoint. You can't see the gun. She's like point at him. Millions of dollars, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they keep coming back. It's like, why the fuck? Just good food. can't get these fucking
eatings.
French toast anywhere else.
Yeah, fair enough. Deontay Wilder, you were saying
Oh, I just thought he was gonna win.
why?
I was told about the fight and stuff, and
And you thought, oh, he's a black guy. more aggressive.
no.
That's what you thought,
I'm not
isn't
gonna
it?
let you pin me down and have your way with me. No, I just saw clips of his like fucking right hook or his right straight jab.
The
whatever. It's
eraser.
fucking crazy. And also the last fight, he knocked him down twice. Like
yeah, but he lost the last fight too.
Yeah, but there's like a huge like not conspiracy, but people are like, how the fuck did he win that?
He's a fucking Jippo King.
Not the same gypsy.
Okay.
Not-
Yeah, I did extensive research to make sure Don couldn't take this as a victory for his people. Turns out gypsies, like
He's
traveler
not
gypsies,
my king.
they're just they're just Irish people. They did like genetic tests, and they're just Irish people who
Yeah.
were so terrible they somehow got attached with the moniker of gypsy. Whereas the gypsies Don's talking about are like Indian.
Armenian, right?
No.
Same, yeah.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. But no, yeah,
Brown
and also I
around the
don't know
edges.
enough about it. I just saw that footage of him getting dropped 2 times, and I was just like, also, Wilder, his fucking physique is just crazy, and then
That's 1,000 years of gypsy breeding.
not that really
Prize
matters in terms
fighter.
of boxing, because I don't know, I've seen all sorts of like somewhat pudgy looking people kick.
That
the
was
shit
always
out
the
of
fun.
them.
I was telling him it was always a funny thing about Creed. You ever see that movie? Is
No,
you watch the entire movie of Apollo Creed, like
His son,
training,
or-
and yeah. So what, Adonis,
AJ.
or whatever, yeah, whatever. He gets like in ridiculous shape, and he's not good enough shape. You have to get in better shape, and he looks like incredible. And then the guy he fights at the end is just like this short, fat British guy from jail, that hasn't worked
From
out.
jail.
Yeah. They take him out of prison to fight him.
Nice.
And he's just like a fat piece of shit, and he wins.
I think you talked to me about this because
Wait, he wins.
I was
It's just Rocky again. It's the same movie.
Oh.
I was like thinking of that fight. I forgot who it was, but it was like the short, kind of chubby Mexican dude who was like place holding for somebody else against this like other reigning champion, and the fucking like everybody's like, this is a joke, whatever, and then the fucking no name guy wins, and it was like a crazy moment. That was a real life story. I wish I knew what the name was. Do you know who I was talking about?
Gomez.
Something like that. But it was
Gomez
just
Ruiz.
crazy because this guy that he's facing is fucking huge, but yeah, he just rockets him. Yeah, just fucking beat him. It was really interesting fight. But yeah, I don't know. But
I think
so
you showed me that, yeah.
Andy Ruiz.
When you're a combination of Conquistador Conqueror and Aztec Head Chopper, you're going to have a lineage that gives you a mean right hook.
Yeah.
I try and bring culture and history to this podcast. I try and bring
Dan Carlin
some
sitting
high-
right across from me.
yeah.
I said it. I put it out there.
That is my respect.
I just try and bring a bit of intelligence to this show.
There it is. I did see some comments, Don, of people asking about the Sly Cooper drawing, and I will say that it is there has been screenshots shown. It is in progress.
I took a full picture last night, but decided not to send it to you. Yeah, I worked on it for 3 hours yesterday.
So it's being worked on.
And I've finished Linda's skin. I have not done her nipples yet. And it has
You did
been-
one nipple.
That
Or
was-
did you redo
no,
it?
that was a study. That
Was it a
color
test?
study. Yeah.
You did a nipple study.
Yeah, you showed me
Incredible.
the nipple.
It's
study.
only Copic markers are such a fucking.
Jesus, her fucking clit is almost a full-size cock.
You like it. That's what I like to hear. So it's coming along nicely.
That. Avert your gaze, sir. Good man.
But yeah, it's taken now that I'm like I'm trying to put in like a couple hours every day, and it's taken forever. You know, I don't know if I told you I had to redraw it again because of the paper. You know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You were using a board.
Well,
Did you get
the board the guy sold me? He's like, yeah, you should do this, and yeah, it was just terrible.
Yeah.
And
Did you get marker paper?
Yeah, I went and got it.
I know. Sorry
Heavy
to interrupt.
count paper.
I know we're not gaining a single new listener a month, but just to give people context, Don was doing Hunter a Sly Cooper fucking Linda from Bob's Burgers drawing.
From behind with big tits.
Full Nelson. Reverse full Nelson?
I don't know. Reverse cowgirl.
No, it's not reverse
Wasn't it?
cowgirl, certainly.
Wasn't it?
Does it become Nelson when they lay down? Like, what does that mean?
Well,
I've never heard that one.
Full cowgirl is, or reverse cowgirl is when like you're laying on your back and she's like on a saddle.
I was just-
like turned.
Yeah, so this is the same thing,
But he's holding her up.
Yeah, but he's holding it.
That's like full Nelson,
they're
innit?
They're on the floor. By
Are they on the floor?
yeah.
I don't know then.
Regardless, he's fucking her. I
Yeah.
thought it'd be a funny
I just wanted to
picture.
because some people probably forgot.
Yeah.
And then
That's
we
good.
need the sneakiest raccoonist
This-
book with a check mark. Fuck Linda from Bob's Burgers.
The thieviest raccoonist, Don.
Whatever. Sorry.
If the book is wrong, start over.
I'm not an epic gamer like Hunter, so I don't know these things.
It's true.
There is evidence in our PC
PS2
gaming ad.
PS2 greatest hits. I did have the Sly Cooper on in the deal.
What happened to Sly Cooper?
I think he's like actually like a pretty beloved like gaming franchise.
Why don't they make sequels to that? Why
Yeah, I
isn't
barely
he-
know who
I
he
thought,
is.
I thought they did, but I
I
guess
just
I'm
wonder
wrong.
why he's not like Sony Super Mario.
What happened to Sly Cooper,
I
Trevor?
don't know. I think that it's just too. It's been. I don't think there'll ever be another mascot for another.
For raping Linda.
You can have nice franchises, but I think that like Mario itself is like the cornerstone of.
There were a few
Nintendo.
contenders though. There was like Crash, and there was Sly Cooper.
Well,
and then
Crash
there
was competing more with Sonic.
Right. Oh yeah.
That was the big
that's-
thing with
yeah,
Crash was
right.
that it's
Was it?
yeah.
The fuck are you talking about? Crash
I thought
Bandicoot.
Spyro was competing with Sonic.
No, what?
No,
Like aesthetically.
All of these games are
whole, like-
PS1 games.
Yeah.
Sonic wasn't 3D until the Dreamcast.
No,
No,
but, it's
but-
Sony's like we're gonna make a fun,
But also-
Avatar. We can also milk endlessly for.
But also,
games, you know?
like-
Fucking watch your mouth about Sonic.
I don't understand
You
the
watch
appeal.
your mouth.
I do not understand the appeal to
Literally,
Sonic.
that he kicked off I'm pretty sure my first memory, apart from like being on the potty, was
first
Sonic.
name was your 9.
he came online.
Yeah.
Sonic. Yeah.
Something about that blue hedgehog. It was fucking awesome. He's doing loop-de-loops, jumping on robots and shit.
The first time I did the loopy
bum, bum,
when I was a
bum,
kid,
bum,
I was like,
bum,
"This
bum,
is fucking stupid."
Yeah, and then you went back to Plumber Mario.
Yeah,
No.
I think
You know,
I
I went
buy
back to.
Jumba.
No, you know, what I went back to. I fucking was fingering all sorts of all my substitute teachers. that was my loop de loops.
We had like N64 and then PS2 and like Xbox. But my
You had a lot of
neighbor-
money, Don. We get it.
No, but my
rich
neighbor,
family.
my next door neighbor, who was more rich,
Uh-oh.
just when we were
Jewish.
kids, yeah, he had
Busted.
he just had like a Genesis in his dark basement on a little TV,
That's
and he
a-
would,
I
and he would
had a- I
play
had a Sega.
Sonic,
Themic.
and he would play Sonic, and I remember even as a kid thinking like, this is a different culture I'm in, sitting in this basement.
What do they do for Christmas?
Playing
You thought-
Sonic?
What are all these candles?
He's Jewish. No, it's just a different a different race, if you will. Yeah, just a different kind of person.
He fell right into my trap.
Oh, here it comes.
It's gotten so hot in this room now.
Just fucking sweating.
Go on, talk about it more.
That's my impression of Tom.
No, yeah, it's Tom waiting. He's just seeing the
Eagerly.
He sees,
golf
he
ball
knows
be
exactly where
queued
the
up.
bear
Here it
trap is
comes.
at. Right into his.
Yeah. Watching the tripwire slowly.
You know what I was stoked on when I was a kid was Battletoads.
I never played it.
Neither.
I liked all the side-scrolling games, like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, like you
played that.
beat
It was
'em up thing, or like
impossible.
Metal Slug,
Or
all that kind of
Contra.
shit.
Contra.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't think I played Contra, but the
you would
similar
have
thing.
liked Contra.
Yeah.
Goblins and ghouls.
Did you have any awareness of that game when you were a kid?
No, I have no idea what it
It
is.
was like massive.
I have never heard of that.
It was
game.
massive to me.
So was Sonic.
Yes. That was also actually
So,
massive.
so you said
You don't remember ghouls and ghosts?
young
Ghosts and
age,
ghouls?
you're
Goblins
doing
and
butt
ghouls?
play with yourself, experimenting, and you're like goblins and ghouls. See, I'm saying that you liked stuff in your butt because you like Sonic.
That's normalized. That's fine.
Okay.
We went to a
Back then, that would have been a real burn. You're lucky this podcast didn't come out like 10 years ago.
That's right. Yeah, back when I was like 18, butt playing Sonic.
Yay! Knuckles.
Yeah, that's a double entendre. That is.
Knuckles!
Yeah.
Knuckles me. Yeah.
That's right.
We went to a Sonic burlesque show at Too Many Games.
I could barely see a thing.
Yeah.
There was a 7
I
foot.
can't see anything.
There was
Show
a
your
7 foot
pussy
tall-
already.
No, not that kind of. There was a 7 foot tall man in front of me.
Yeah.
Get out of the way, Sonic!
No, no,
I'm here, Sonic! I'm here!
Sonic!
It's the Sonic one.
She was
Guy's
probably.
like, turns around. We're all Sonic fans here, friend. Do you want to get on my shoulders? You're like,
Can I?
exactly.
I'm still upset. I barely could see a thing.
I thought you were gonna say I'm still obsessed. I was like, God, Tom, fucking let it go.
to be fair, that those women probably weren't the kind of women you become obsessed about.
I'm so why haven't you gotten a Sonic Arc book then?
That I never thought to look. That's a good point. I feel
I thought you were
like,
gonna be like, well, the designs are atrocious, and I was like, well, we can at least agree on that.
well, if it was like the Mega Drive era,
His
I would.
eyes. It's just it's the eyes for me. I think it's like the ski goggle eyes.
Yeah, it's just.
When I fell in love with
I
the,
always
upsetting.
thought that when I was a kid. It was like, if you like that, you're a loser.
Yeah,
Two
you're a fucking loser.
two separate eyes. That style is dumb and gay and trying really hard.
two
to be
separate
cool.
eyes.
The fucking
Yeah.
One- it's like
If,
one
if,
eye.
if you like that style, you're gay. It's something like I turn on the
It's-
TV and I have like Zach Bell like recording. Remember that? Remember Zach Bell?
No.
It's like Zach or Zach Bell or something.
Why are you
like that.
laughing if
It's
you
like
don't know what he's
it's like
talking about, Don?
It's like an anime.
Because I thought he was talking about the Disney show Drake and Zach, because it was
Drake and
Bell.
Josh.
I thought or Drake Josh, because it was Drake Bell or Josh
Oh
Bell.
no!
Yeah, I thought it was
Zach Bell was like this weird anime. So there'll be someone who's just like when they hear it. No,
Right,
worry.
right,
But
right.
it was awful looking. But I remember they sold cards of it at Walmart, and I was like, that's awesome.
But Sonic,
epic.
but Sonic is lame.
But Sonic, is
You
fucking
two,
stupid.
both of you Narutards, and you dare
No, I
insult
did-
my
yeah.
Blue King.
You're gonna go, yeah. There's just like an oil painting of him like looking like Christ. I love you.
I'm gonna
Loopy
buy a
loops
Sonic
in-
statue after this conversation, put it in my office.
That would be awesome.
I'm surprised
For
you
your
never got
shelf,
into
yeah.
the Sonic comics when you were a kid, though.
I
You
was.
lied.
I had
you,
all
I
of
thought
them.
You hated comics. Oh, okay, well, stick
Sonic transcends my hatred of comics.
There's not enough Sonic in
did
the
it.
world for me to consume.
Me and my cousin used to have
Sonic
heated
actually-
debates
he
about
has-
who could run faster, Sonic or Billy the Whiz from the
had
Beano.
a girlfriend.
Billy the Who the fuck is that? Who?
From the Beano, from Dennis the Menace.
The Beano?
I don't think I know what the Beano is.
What's the Beano?
It's where Dennis the Menace is from.
What's that?
It's all these cultural
comic.
things we don't know.
Oh,
It's their Archie
okay.
or whatever probably.
The Billy the Whiz was definitely not faster than Sonic. Come on.
What the fuck?
Come on. It's fucking Sonic.
Did you see the Sonic VR headset thing that you can do now? It's fucking nauseating.
Oh, where you like
Yeah.
running around the shit. Yeah, I haven't.
It's pretty.
but I,
It's pretty funny to watch, but
I
like
would do that.
like even watching some people on Twitch do it, I was about
Anything to
throw
get
up.
closer to.
Billy the Whiz. To
That-
be fair,
that- wait,
who
hold-
argues that he runs faster than Sonic?
My cousin, who went to a school for special people,
Okay, yeah.
he did grow up to be a Royal Marine Commando, though, so he turned that franchise around.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Better than your Marines.
What he could do? Sit there and hold a gun and eat potatoes?
Bro, he was a killer.
I'm not even arguing like regular Marines either. I'm just saying like what.
Royal Marine Commando.
So he went to
Green Beret.
He went to school for
Not the same as your
for
Green Beret,
special
but-
boys. They like
Yeah, he would. When he went to normal school, he would literally run away or like hit other kids over the head with big logs, just smash them.
Nice.
He was a problem.
Yes.
I remember sitting at his house when he'd be playing N64, and if something didn't go his way, he would literally grab the fucking cartridge, rip it out, just like throw it against the wall, and
had
I'd just
some-
be in the corner like,
I've had some friends like that too. It's fucking weird. I had a
Yeah.
friend that wasn't able. He's dead now, but he had a
figures.
he had a he couldn't beat Ninja Gaiden on Xbox 360 or
Well,
something.
okay, we can all understand
And
that.
he got out and he's like, you know what? Just fuck it, and like just frisbee tossed out the window.
I'm like, good one, retard. That was your property. You just
Well,
destroyed.
at the time it was like $35, and I was just like, what a waste of money.
Justin would do that too. He'd fucking smash controllers. It's weird.
I never trusted kids that smash.
Yeah, no, me either.
Yeah.
Except he was my cousin, so I had no choice but to be in his company.
Well, right. But still, even then, you
I
can.
was
You
gonna
can
ask
at least.
why would you even argue with like this kid that goes to?
Yeah, he's just your cousin, though. Yeah, it's a shame.
Because when someone is
he's
wrong,
fine.
they're
He's-
fucking wrong, and they need to
Okay,
be righted.
Right.
No matter how much my face is in danger.
Yeah. So he wasn't violently forcing you to.
Do you
argue.
know what? He was never actually violent towards me. Except one time he wedged me so hard my boxers ripped. He lifted me off the ground with the wedgie and my boxers were like... and I cried.
You have your Sonic shirt on. I'm just picturing everything. I'm just picturing everything you have now. It's like Sonic whitey tighties.
I did have a Sonic
And
shirt.
he has like the Sonic hat on. He's just like. He's like, Billy the Wiz is so much faster. No! I'm gonna be a big army man. People will respect me.
Hey, he fought you for your country, damn it. Have some
I don't
respect.
fucking care. Have some respect.
You dragged us into a war. That was your doing, and he fucking fought. Who knows how many Mujahideen he killed.
That was very British of you right there. I don't think I've ever seen you not finish the word. Instead of
really?
fought, yeah, that was great.
Fought.
Fought.
Well, I was getting heated.
He dragged you, he fought.
Were you terrified?
You put a Sonic.
That's how we conquered whole fucking nations, bro.
Sonic hat on.
He fought.
You have rings. You have like rings, and you're like, bing.
Why do you think I like rings so
bing,
much?
bing. That's what this
Yeah, nice one. I paid him again, like shit, you be like short.
Innocent.
They're invisible.
Yeah, what's going on? Are you sad?
In his
Are you
head,
depressed?
he has the Sonic
I have
rings
very
on his
many
fingers.
different drips.
Okay, so the
My
rings-
vibe check today didn't want rings.
That's right.
Fits. That is kind of a fun way to describe your outfit, isn't it? Fit
Fits.
check.
Fit. Nah.
You don't like it?
Nah. I like the old ways.
Is that a new one?
I guess I don't know. I always
Circulating.
I can never keep up, and then also then I'm like, oh, this, and he's just like, oh, these Americans always taking what we said for decades.
Yeah. Why are you guys saying lad?
It's
Should be
just become-
poison in your tongue.
Become more normal now, I guess. That's right, lad. Actually, I haven't typed it in a while. I used to type it a lot, but I don't type it anymore.
Why not? What happened?
I don't know.
It's just because it's a fucking fad to you. It's not a way of life like it is to me.
It's just like a cute way of like
Yeah.
like retard speak.
Yeah.
It's like getting in the mind of a simpleton, like an entire simpleton.
To be
nation.
fair, like, is dude's like an Americanism, you reckon? Like, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really haven't heard as many people say like dude though. What's
I
up,
say
dude?
dude.
Do you?
Sometimes, yeah. I'm just pointing out my own hypocrisy here.
Well, I just
I
mean,
live
like,
on your soil, and
and
I'm
I'm
like,
pointing out how you're right.
telling
Though.
off.
Like it's all.
Yeah. Was ours too, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, we gave that one to you.
Xbox Live gave us
Would
that.
you say that ours is bro? I think I
was-
submit. What's up, bro?
Bruh.
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 I don't know.
Now there's bruh, but that's like the meme version.
Why are you so happy? You're like, bruh.
Hey, bruh, I know that one.
I don't know where bro came from.
I did want to bring up one thing with all the Halloween decorations going around right now.
Yes.
I was wondering, are you setting up your Halloween decorations at your house?
No. Oh, not right.
No, it is, yeah.
I haven't decided because I don't think there's going to be any children to come play with me.
You don't think? don't you-
Saber
I feel like it'll be as packed as ever. Like,
We had a
No, I
fierce
mean-
debate
no,
about
no,
this,
no,
Don.
I mean-
Look at the chickens coming home to roost.
Yeah, I like,
Putting it out.
I like setting this shit up, but if we're gonna set it up, I might set it up here, so that then
No.
you can. Get
Who's
my
going to be
candy.
here though? I'm not.
Oh,
gonna
Yeah, you're just gonna be
I'm doing my own thing. If anything, I was
Catfish.
going to say we should have a Halloween party here, and if people come up to do it, we say, "Get away! Get out!" This kid comes up, and I'm going to insult every child who comes up.
I've already been thoroughly cucked by the children of this neighborhood.
How's that?
They fucking tricked me into buying $20 of popcorn.
Yeah, you did. You
which
got
is
fucked.
one bag.
Yeah, he bought like caramel corn or whatever, right?
Okay.
These little kids
And it
in
came
Boy
like,
Scout
it
outfits.
came in like a chip bag.
Yeah.
It was $20 for that one bag.
How did this
Which is
happen?
crazy because the boxes of cookies are not that expensive from Girl Scouts.
I was trying to be friendly with them. You're gonna go all the way? You're gonna become an Eagle Scout? They're like, I don't fucking know.
Exactly. My parents are making me do this. Anytime someone's ever said they're an Eagle Scout, I never trust them.
Yeah, why would you?
Fucking weird.
Yeah.
No.
I'm an Eagle Scout. Okay, cool. You're probably retarded.
I remember when we were still young, like Cub Scouts, we went to a camp and we were in little groups of our squads, and there's like the popular kids from school because everybody's in Cub Scouts at this point. It's like just before. Yeah, well, it's just before everyone has the self-awareness or like
It's when your
control over their own destiny.
Yeah, it's like when your
this
parents
is
don't make
gay
you
and I
do
don't have
shit.
to be here.
Yeah.
So there was the popular kid in our little group, and we had to vote on who was most likely to be an Eagle Scout, and he got voted. And I remember being so jealous. I wish I was cool enough to be. They would think I would be.
I remember it was
smart enough and
I remember it was
responsible enough to be an Eagle Scout.
The little Pinewood Derby thing. I remember as soon as that was done, I was like, I'm never coming back here. This is fucking stupid.
My dad.
What the fuck is a Pinewood Derby?
It was.
You make the
It's
little-
like that episode of South Park.
Yeah,
when
literally.
When they.
the racing
the-
cars.
And it was funny. My
and when-
dad
when
was
you're young-
100% Randy Marsh. Like he made
we're
my
gonna get
car.
this right.
Yeah.
My dad didn't care.
Oh, I'm sorry, buddy.
Get wrecked.
I had a good dad. I had a father.
Yeah.
He was there and he did stuff with me. and-
But I remember sitting there and I was like, oh, because at the time when you're a kid, it's kind of cool because you get to paint the car and like you're like, oh, I hope I win. It's like kind of competitive. But then it's just all these kids there. It was basically the equivalent of like going into like a Magic the Gathering store and seeing like every person have like a Rick and Morty snapback hat on. And you're like, this is not my place.
I always remember seeing all that kind of cool shit on like American programs and just always being so disappointed that we had none of it. Not like Rick and Morty snapbacks, but like derbies.
Yeah.
My dad,
Why don't we have Hot Topics, Dad?
he broke out like the microscope and was like, he made those fucking tires like so perfect and sanded down that they were just like
Did you
little
win?
pizza. Oh yeah, we like fucked it. But then we went to the
Regionals or something?
regionals or whatever. Yeah, and like
Smoked.
And, well, no, like when we were checking in, they have to check your car, and the wheels were, I don't know, they were disqualified somehow.
Too
Like,
awesome.
They were too, yeah, literally too awesome. Like too worked on. So we had to compete at all. We had to put the stock wheels in, which aren't sanded or anything. And yeah, it just like came in last every time. And I like cried super hard. Because we were going to win. It was my little Pikachu car. Yeah. It was like a perfectly sanded like
Don't cry.
lightning
Don't
bolt,
cry in front of
you
them.
know?
Was your dad one of those guys? Don't cry in front of these people.
No, he was a good dad. He was a good father.
Let it out.
Good father. He was always there.
Didn't we have him on the podcast talking about like how the hand of God has to come down upon your child
Yeah.
with a paddle?
Probably just
Yeah, but
regressed
without
memories.
anger.
Right.
Yeah.
Repressed shit.
Good dad's 20.
Yeah. You can't
Yeah.
be angry. You just have to, deal
2011
out, deal out cold justice that is not emotional.
I've thought about that.
It's just
I've thought
what
about
you
some of the
earn.
sets some of the things he said so many times of like how he said that he'd have to go calm down and then beat you. To me, I was thinking about when I was older. I'm like being mad at your kid, fully calming yourself down to a point, and then being like, grab like a belt and like walking. I love you. Just beating the shit out of him. God, I'm calm. You want to go to Chili's? He's like twitching on the ground.
The one time I remember being beaten was after learning all the cool swear words from my friends at school and then going home and playing Mech Warrior and not being able to beat the Atlas at the end.
This ain't a
Ragnarok.
fucking shit.
And I was like, God, fuck him, motherfucker. And yeah, my sister ran upstairs and tattled on me.
We've heard this story
No,
before
don't.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Well,
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
I'm reliving the part with my dad though. I remember him saying like in so many words, literally the this hurts me more than it hurts.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah, with the paddle.
Do you think there's a link between that and your refusal to lie about anything?
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I know that.
It's
paddle's
just been a
coming.
moral code I've had.
Yeah, I just figured it out for myself. And
No reason. Why don't you ever wear belts? Your pants are always falling down. I don't like them. I don't like
belts are.
belts or anything really that you can put through loopholes. It's like string, like whatever. No, I want them to sag. I'm a saggy boy.
It's the pathological nature of our culture.
I feel like the bread is wearing off on you.
Yeah. The entire loaf of bread I ate before this podcast.
Tom ate an entire, not even, and I want to clarify this because, there's a regular loaf of bread, which is already a lot of bread, but you ate an entire French loaf, which is even
That is
bigger.
getting his gains.
So you carb load and you put one spoonful of peanut butter in those. That's protein overload, okay?
The results speak for themselves.
It's true. That is true. I always hated hearing about the
throw on the
swimmers who
table.
did carb load, like their spaghetti dinners before. I'm tired of seeing that fucking thing. The people who would always do their spaghetti dinners, though. We have a swim meet tomorrow. And they just go up there, just a big swim. I don't know why. I was like,
Very American. Swim meet? What is that?
it's basically like a football game for swimmers. Like you would compete against other schools.
Doesn't Ollie swim and stuff? It's just like the
That's
big...
not like a school thing, though.
No, yeah, it's not for us either.
So what? So
No,
Is it not? I thought it was.
Some schools have swim teams.
We had
obviously.
swim teams, the Kearney swim
No, we
team.
just had the community pool and they had a team.
Oh no, yeah, we had an actual swim team.
there's no. My nephew swims, but there's no like team.
I thought he was on a team.
Yeah, it was like
No.
it's the team is like all people.
So
that
why does he go to practice and stuff like that? Like,
He doesn't go to practice. He just goes and like.
He doesn't have a coach or anything like that.
No.
He just
I did swimming too, and there was no racing.
Does he just go to the swim and swim around?
He just
the
goes
pool
to
and
the
So
swim?
you do like
swims.
laps, but it's
But
like
who's there telling him what to do though?
there's an adult
Is he
supervising.
a psychopath? He just goes and
I went as well.
You guys play pass.
Part of a team.
I'm gonna go do.
Shut the fuck up,
breaststrokes.
Ollie.
Yeah.
I went as well. I did swimming as a kid.
But as a team,
but no
team.
No, there was no.
so Ollie's not a
competitive-
part of a team.
There was no,
No.
competitive component to it. You weren't striving towards anything. You were just like, all right, dude.
Well, you strive against yourself.
He's just having fun.
You get your 1,000-meter badge.
So you got back.
it's like swimming
What is
Boy
this?
Scouts.
What the hell is this?
Yeah.
You get an accolade for
So
an
if you
achievement.
just showed up to the community pool,
Why
and
was
you
there
swim
no-
a
Not
1,000 meters-
community, because
So
we don't
private
have
pool.
community pools.
So
yeah.
private pool.
Yeah, just like a swim center.
Yeah, but you could say that's like a community pool.
Yeah, it's just weird to me. They wouldn't
Private
have
business.
like you'd have to deliberately say like we're not going to do any competing here. We're just going to have the kids.
We're going to
swim.
teach the kids to swim and give them accolades to when they
Get better
do
at
1,000
swimming
meters.
just
Yeah.
because.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just strange. Yeah, like that someone would decide we're not for the competitive component of this. We're just
Maybe
gonna-
maybe there wasn't enough.
Also, to me,
put
though,
teams together.
pools feel very out of place in New
Well,
England.
that might be true. There might just not have been enough kids to even have teams that.
Because it's already so wet all the time. So I'm like, do I want to get in the big wet?
Oh, that's a good one.
I thought it was kind of clever.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see.
It's the same thing as like if I was on a like in the for me also, which doesn't make any sense either, but like on the West Coast where there's beaches in the ocean, I would imagine there's not a lot of pools either. Just
You wouldn't want to do a lot of swimming in the English Ocean. Chilly.
Well, there's no rhyme or reason to what I'm saying. I'm just letting you know what my retired is thinking. But the school teams, you would always go, and it was like somebody who did high dive, people who did the relay
Actually, our
races, that
school
kind of
did
thing.
have a pool, but it was like a
Holy fuck!
it was like an above ground thing, and we never went in it.
And you know what? Ollie might actually be on a team.
Because you said that one thing, high dive. Wait,
I had a
there was a
flashback.
large ladder connected to a board that they jumped into a large body of water. It was a pool.
There
You
was
think they still wear speedos like little boys with all the pedophile stuff since we were kids?
It's aerodynamics, dude.
Yeah, I guess
Also,
so.
I'm teaching some. What are you trying to say?
I'm just.
I'm not a pedophile just because I like going to underage stuff and because they want them to win. So kids like, I want to wear my SpongeBob shorts. I'm like, no, put on your speedos.
too much drag.
Exactly. Yep, you're ruining it. Change right here in front of everybody. Get out of it and put your goggles and your speed cap on. He's like, my head's bald. My head's bald. I don't care.
Yep.
You're gonna be like everybody.
Yep. Yeah, it's weird.
Okay, so what we found out though was that Tom does have a swimming school.
there was
place.
a pool in the school, but that sounds like the start of a Dr. Seuss rhyme, doesn't it?
There
was a school.
There was a pool in my school.
But we never went in it, not even once.
Pool talk. That's what this episode's gonna be called. Pool talk. We talk about pools.
Please don't.
Did you like
edit that.
pools when you were a kid? Did you like have? Was that a
I
big
hated
summer
it.
thing?
No.
Even when you were a kid?
I like going to like swimming. It's like a swim center and there's like fun stuff like slides.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like a community center type thing.
Don't want to keep using that name, but sure.
Yeah, we had the
Like a YMCA.
we had the soccerplex that had the big.
It usually had like basketball courts attached to it and like other sports shit too. But there was always like a
No.
large. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. There's badminton and cricket. Does that make it? Oh, of course.
Badminton and cricket!
Roy,
Why did you say so?
I was very afraid to go off the diving board when I was younger.
That tracks.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. Just was. And then one day I did it, and then I was like,
That was easy.
That wasn't so bad.
no, I remember the first thing I literally thought was, should just stay scared. That was not as hyped up as everybody said it was. They're like,
Yeah,
it's
I
awesome!
remember being scared too. I had like this paranoia that I'd like not continue forward and my head would like smash into the thing
We had
and
this
kill me.
giant drain in the
You know what,
in our
you know what I'm
community
talking about? Yeah, man. I think I've probably like heard about it, or there was like a legend circulating at the thing. Well, yeah, some
I was
kid
just afraid of
fucking died
I was just afraid of the drain in the deep
from
end.
like this 5-foot fucking diving board. Like,
I feel like you were a very fearful child.
I mean, the thing is, my problem was I grew up with a head that was too big. My head grew first, and my body grew last. So I had all my weight above my shoulders, and I tried everything all my friends were doing, but they were proportional, so they could do it.
Don't
and
just
then-
do the flip.
Yeah, and I tried it, and I would.
You're just swaying with the weight of your head.
Okay, guys.
And I would get hurt every single time, and I just built this pattern of I can't do things. I'll get hurt.
Thinking
you
in
know?
his head on the diving board, he's just like, if I do this flip, I'll buy myself one of those mini pizzas that they have at the concession stand. But like I was saying, I was afraid of the diving board because below was this horrifying drain. Mm-hmm. And as a child, I don't know, it scared the shit out of me.
You thought, huh? Where was the drain? What are you talking about?
Not like a drain. Well, I mean, it was a drain, but it was in the deep end. It was like all the way down. So if they ever drained the pool, it could-
underwater, you mean?
Yeah.
So you thought you would be
Sucked in.
sucked in or something. I don't know. I was just
Okay.
it just freaked me out. And also like it's just deeper, and I was like, I don't know.
Really giving your childhood figure a lot of credit.
Yeah, I think my reason to be afraid of the diving board is cooler and better.
I mean, probably.
Yeah.
Mine was
They're
more.
both
Mine was
retarded.
more mythical and cool. Everyone thought that I could talk to ghosts. I'm afraid of the drain, so you can talk to ghosts.
I'm fucking lost. What?
It makes no sense. I'm just being stupid.
He's saying that his friends would have thought that his reason to be scared would be cooler. 'cause
Yeah.
it's
But
like,
why?
They saw-
'cause there's
they
like
saw
a
how-
supernatural component.
What? Where did the supernatural
Because
component
he's
come
afraid
from?
of this little drain at the
Afraid
bottom
the drain's
of the
gonna
hole,
suck
like sucking him in, like some it shit, like
Yeah.
Steven's. Yeah.
There's a lot of steps
Yeah.
that I couldn't put together.
Yeah, it's like a Final Destination
Well, you
situation.
should have gone to the community pool or had community pools.
Yeah,
true,
what a
where you
fucking
can
ghetto
understand.
sounding
Walk in,
terrible
you
thing.
see all ages of dicks in the community shower.
We never got our dicks out because I was gay, but we did go in the community shower.
won't get my dick out because it's
I'm not doing it, guys.
Guys, I won't do it. Dude, you smell like shit. You shit yourself. I'll just wash when I get
wash
home.
it through my trunks.
All right, well, we're not riding bikes home with you. All right, I'll ride by myself. Just like this wet, stinky.
You have like stabilizers that have like a 7-foot wingspan to balance your giant head.
Screws into his head. He's just like, guys. Just like big driplets of shit going out of his trunks. Oh, God, it stinks. I know.
Did you ever loiter in the shower though? Well, I guess you guys got naked. It was a totally different experience that you missed.
talking about?
Yeah, because we didn't like.
Whoa.
When you walk in the bathroom, it's like that's the shower area right there. We didn't
Right.
like take you didn't take your swim trunks off. You just stood there and wasted water. So we would go in and turn all the hot water on and just like stand in there for hours until we got yelled at to leave.
Hours.
Yeah, literally.
You're at a pool. You're like, this is the most fun I'm having.
I can't do this at home.
This is bad.
My dad, the
water
shower's all
Come
rotten.
and beat me.
The shower's all rotten.
that's right, that's
you
right.
fall through the walls at my house, but here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
No, it was like unlimited hot water, and you just
No, I mean, there was like I mean, it was a pretty
Fucked
open area,
around.
but there was lockers to where you could put your shit and change
Well,
and
yeah,
stuff.
there was that
but
too.
whatever. But yeah, people definitely got naked and showered and cleaned themselves.
It must be a Missouri thing.
To shower nude?
Yeah, yeah.
Like everyone.
as a little boy.
No one showered after PE in school.
Yeah, no,
That
that's-
really happened with me too.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
We had the shower.
I didn't shower after swimming either though.
yeah.
I just put like clothes on wet.
I never
barely even
showered
dried myself.
those areas. I'm just saying that
They existed. Yeah.
Because also it was the same. You had to walk
Well,
through
that's
that
what I'm
place
saying.
to
But
get
you
to
never
that.
went in like with your friends and just got naked and showered all together.
No.
Well,
Wait, what? You
That's what you're
didn't?
saying though. I'm saying we never.
No,
did
I'm
that.
saying
I
that
thought you were
you-
saying
you
you
saw-
guys constantly did that.
No. I was saying that you saw all ages of dicks walking through there to get to the
Okay.
bathroom.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
You all just
all
huddle,
grown men though. I never
Play a
saw,
different kind
like-
of gutter ball.
like little boy, unless it was like a retarded kid, you know.
Wait, what?
I never saw like a kid my age that didn't have something wrong with him take his dick.
Yeah, like if you're at the age, especially if you go to the schools and stuff. Well, actually, there was like weird kids, like the weird kids would.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Or just like.
Do you think we would have been friends as kids?
No, hell no, dude. You guys are too fucking lame. I had
You would have been a charity case.
I had a mongoose with 4 pegs. Okay,
That sounds awful.
that's cool. Was that cool back then?
The bike, right?
A mongoose bike with 4 pegs,
front and back, dude. Could you do the tricks?
and people were like, "You want to get? Can I get you?
Oh,
can I
not
get
a real
ride in time?" I'm
mongoose.
like, hell no, dude.
No. Like a.
Oh.
They were like.
I had a pet mongoose.
You lived on a fucking farm in Missouri.
I
Is that
also-
out of the question?
You had a mongoose?
I didn't have
Well,
pegs.
we might have
because
been.
by then
never
I had
mind.
learned the fear of God from my big head, and it was good.
The pegs were somehow gonna.
Yeah, well, if I tried to
the pegs
use
are
them-
sweet because then if you had the pegs on the back, you could like stand on them.
Yeah.
and
The
stuff.
fuck is a mongoose?
Fuck no.
It's a brand of bike.
Like a BMX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a little boy's brand of cool bike with like.
You mean the pegs, like the bits that people could stand on at the back? What's scary about that?
I don't know
Well,
what's-
to ever use it would be scary.
Well, you're the one on the bike, aren't you?
Yeah,
Like
but-
riding.
Yeah,
And then if
yeah.
you have them on the front, it's
No,
cool.
no,
It's
it's
cool
you
too,
could
'cause
be
then while
right.
you're
You can
going,
ride
put your
while
feet
you're
there.
you can ride while you're using them too, like tricks and stuff. Like you put your feet on the back while you're riding and do like a.
You do
wheelie.
that, or while you're cruising, you put your feet on the front of them, on the front wheel ones. You just coast.
Damn, spooky.
Yeah.
Don't just do it once. It's fun, man. No.
You saw. What
Don't
I
make
tried.
me. No one's making you do anything. Come on, let's go back to my house and play airsoft. I gotta go home.
No, I remember like being at this place with like a patio thing and with my friends from fucking around and it's like these stone things, so we were running and jumping from each one, and there was the one kid that's really athletic and good at everything. It's like I want to do what he did. I can do it because I'm the same age and I'm not fat. And then I ran and did it and like fucked my knee up super bad. And it was just a series of those things happening.
Your
that just,
giant head, just like.
yeah, well, it just dissuaded me from ever trying anything again. For the
That's
rest
an
of my life.
interesting amount of like rational thinking. Like you hurt yourself once and you're like,
Well, that's how kids learn.
Blanket case I'll never
you're
do.
Testing your limits, and as it happens, I had limits and other kids didn't have. And yeah,
very,
I-
very-
but then you
Very low
apply
limits.
that to like
Limits.
everything else. This is
yeah,
just
yeah.
interesting.
It's-
I feel like
that's-
a lot of kids would be like, well, I can't do that, but I could do another thing.
No.
You're just
That's
like,
how I
Not me.
developed.
Not-
palette of life
not
is
Donald Gray.
it's been
Nope.
ground down to the color gray.
Oh, I have scoliosis now. Got it. Stat. All right.
My spine is not like the other boy's spines.
Trying to hold up that giant head.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
The excessive weight on his spine and his vertebrae
like
is.
the constant vertical pressure. Seems to have.
It's like all scrunched up to his head. He's like, "What do you mean, Doc? Am I not, am I not normal like the other boys?"
We should find a picture of me when I was a little kid for this. Put it up. You
I rem-
understand? Yeah.
You had like an interesting
Big.
face.
Yeah, little tiny face, huge head.
Were you a cute kid?
No,
I've seen pictures. You
Yeah.
like had a scowl
I
at all
had the
times.
same like bags under my eyes, but
Just for always tired,
And like a mop haircut. And then
drinking coffee at 7.
where did you learn to do your funny faces?
What do you mean, Tom?
You just pull them out of a bag. You got like 5 on speed dial.
We should take improv classes. I'd love to see you guys in an improv class. That would kill me.
You really want to hear a 30-year-old man who happens to be Caucasian say the N-word? Because that is the only thing that's going to be running through my mind.
I'm unironically wondering if it would slip in a group of people.
Absolutely.
That would be so
They're like
funny.
They're like
Became the character.
I want to say this for ground rules.
Listen, are we trying to become the character? Or are we not trying to
if we
become
actually do this and that happens,
Deontay Wilder?
and we have to do this, DeConte. He's if we did that and he ever slipped, there has to be an unprecedented rule that we get to leave before, so we're not in your group.
why would I agree to such a rule?
Because I would
You've
at least
got no
hope you'd have
skin
this
in the game.
self-respect. You would be like, guys, I'm still getting a ride home from you because I'm going to pretend that I don't know you.
Why would you put me in this situation? We all know I'm going to slip.
But I just so definitely want to imagine you guys, especially with other people. It's like, oh, I'm making this bread. You know, they're doing their thing, and it's like,
They're going to be like, I'm playing basketball, and I'm going to be like, they're like, yes, and I'm like,
yeah, yes, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, tag me in.
I'm like,
No, don't. No, he can't. He there's no tagging his Tom. Just go ahead. It's just yes and. I'm like, no! Off the sidelines. Don't do it, Professor! You're playing with fire!
So anyway, Thomas, you were playing basketball with someone else playing basketball in a
Eyes rolling back of his eyes, sweating.
this is a neighborhood where people play basketball.
Don't let him do it!
I just turn to you. I'm like, I'll see you at home.
I'll see you on the other side.
Just turn back.
I'm like, Don, come on! I immediately also just, I don't know why, I imagined it was all in black and white, and there was like a slow piano song, and like we're running in slow motion away, and the whole crowd is like storming the stage.
Yeah, it's Mad World from Donnie Darko.
Yeah. All around me are familiar faces. They're jumping on top
Solo of Tom
you see
going-
Tom's white hand.
I look like Khaleesi in that scene where they're all holding her up. As I sink into the mats, like ripping. Look like fucking Julius Caesar getting his toga ripped off.
The theater.
Yeah, let's not do improv.
That'd be a great, or just I'd love to. That'd be pretty fun. I've heard it helps you comedically too. A lot of stand-up comics go to improv. Could be good. Could be good. We could get that moment. We could get that.
If we go to improv, you have to go to critical thinking, so we can argue about. So
That'd be fun.
About what's good.
I would love to do that, and I would love to.
You
dress
have
up
to
for
go back to third grade, Hunter. If we go do improv, you have to go get your
it.
GED.
You have to go back to the last time you passed a class. I'm like in third grade.
Yeah,
I'd love to go to a critical thinking thing.
So a philosophy class, and
I would wear
there with our kind of philosophy.
I would
you know?
wear fake glasses, a very tight turtleneck that pushes my chin up like this, and a corduroy jacket. And the entire time I'd be like this.
They'd be like, so Hunter, you understand that when you say something, the next thing you say has to be logically connected to the previous thing you say, and you're just like, huh?
It's acquitted.
Does that equate to?
I equate that to that. I see. Yes. Give me a situation. Give me a critical thinking thing that I could play myself in this role. See if I could play along.
What do you
this
mean?
class.
Like you want like a?
Yeah, like what would be
Like a what if?
Yeah, kind of conversation that you would want to have in this group. Also, I just wanted to point out that the improv class actually has things that could help us.
Well,
in
this would help
comedic
us.
realm. Okay.
Because we can
All
talk
right.
about like what ifs better. You
Right.
know. Do you have anything comes to mind? Like a good what if situation or scenario, Trevor?
Is this also, Tom, let me ask you this. Is this a precursor for your own show, Big Brain?
It might be.
Okay. But
Another
no guess.
scenario
But
where
no
I'm going to
guess,
be
did you?
shaking in my seat, trying not to, to let anything slip. Just 40 minutes of hearing a man quiver.
Just turn off the camera until you want to record.
This has been Big Brain.
You see him unplug the mic, and then just
Punching his desk as hard as he can. Just like shaking. He's just like...
I don't have any.
oh well.
Well, mine had practical use so far. If you can give me questions, you would...
Well, the
find a
last question was: is it gay to have a male sex toy that is identical
And
to
that was,
you?
and I passed with flying colors. I can hang with the best of them.
the 3 minutes that was left in the episode of your contribution.
The 3 minutes of solid gold. What do you guys say though? Improv class? That'd be funny.
Sure.
That could be fun.
I will go to one improv class for every boxing class we do. I'm tying my boxing class to the carrot of an improv class.
Do y'all want to wear the same Wrangler blue jeans and black turtlenecks to our
For
improv
which
class?
one?
Or to boxing? it's called Steve Jobs Boxing.
Sure, I'm down.
Yeah.
Could be good.
Have Trevor film, make everyone uncomfortable.
Yeah, they probably would be like, you can't film here. There's a bunch of...
You all were a punchline today.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just so you know, you all are part of a social experiment.
just you know, this is what you're here for.
Your
Just sit
lives are
down.
so much less valuable. Your experience, you guys are little baby toddlers. We're full-grown eagles flying high. Okay? Capiche? Capiche, your little baby bird?
This is your acting.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make every scenario. All right, now start a scenario. I'm a baby bird. Every time they're like, oh, there's a baby bird.
Oh, I'm gonna catch you with my net.
Every time. Every time. All right, Hunter, you're up next time. I'm a baby bird. Hey!
No, you're a doctor this time, Hunter. You're a.
I get all mad. Like all pissed off. Test results are back. I'm
I'm a baby bird.
Test results are back, and I'm sorry, but I'm feeling rather odd. I think I'm transforming into a baby bird. Like, what are we supposed to do with this?
We can do it right now.
Okay.
I caught you with a net.
Well, you do want to start from an actual...
You just did one. You're a baby bird.
Okay, I'm a baby bird.
I've got a net. I caught you. Oh, stop it, baby bird. Oh, he's trying to escape. Yeah, hold him down. He's trying to escape. Hold him down. Hold him
Just frowning. He's like,
Could be my guy that just gets overwhelmed
Just
by
flustered.
any situation. Yeah.
Don, you need to participate.
Hey, that was a realistic interpretation of that scene. I'm the fucking like nurse practitioner, and the doctor just transformed into a bird, and I shut down. You know,
This is your post-rationalization you give at the end of every class when people ask you why you won't join in properly.
That's part of my shit.
see, I thought you were gonna go the route of trying to help the baby bird.
You know, I'm a firefighter with anxiety, and I just didn't know what to do.